On April 1st, 2021, I ditched a career I absolutely hated to better myself and do the things I've always wanted to do. And that included my growing love and obsession with Ireland. I want to learn everything: culture, history, mythology, music, and the language. Which, if I'm being honest, looks really hard to learn, but I'm going to give it the old Smith try. Then, of course, there is my love of pubs and the role that they've played throughout history, and no better example of that than on that beautiful, beleaguered island in the North Atlantic, Ireland. April 1st, 2026, I depart for the Emerald Isle, and for 1 year, I'll hike town by town and conduct interviews with pub owners, pub regulars, historians, town know-it-alls, musicians, and basically anybody that wants to talk to me. If you'd like to support the project and the journey, basic Patreon support is only $3 a month, but just liking a video or subscribing to the channel and following the journey is just as helpful. I'm always looking for volunteers to work as liaisons for the project too, so if you live in Ireland and know people, feel free to hit me up. This is a huge goal and I need all the help I can get. The Smitty Learns Irish Pubcast begins April 26th and will be my life's work. Thank you. Oh my god, here we are! Happy day. Let me turn off my new wave playlist here that I've been jamming on all fucking day that made me discover, oh, I need to listen to the Smiths more. Welcome to the marathon of reactions. Thank you very much for coming on. Patrons, you mean the world to me. I mean to say that like a dickhead, but hey. And again, man, listening to this new wave playlist that I just found, I was like, I'll listen to something different today. And I've said before, listening to my Grosse Pointe Blank soundtrack, been wanting to investigate that era more. Because to me, and especially this is a classic case of like the Smiths, How Soon Is Now, where I've heard this on multiple fucking movie soundtracks, probably. And I just never, as much as I just like that fucking riff. It sounds dirty. It sounds fun. I'm like, why have I never listened to this before? This whole era of music, like new wave, it was weird when I was a kid because it was right in my wheelhouse, but I was listening to other things, and it was just always like music that like the cool kids were listening to, and I wasn't cool. Not one single fucking bit, man. But I wanted to listen to something else from the Smiths. I know that Morrissey is in the Smiths. I know that they're a legendary band. But that's about as far as my knowledge goes. I don't know how many songs I've heard before. The fucking song that we're going to listen to, There Is a Light That Never Goes Out, has over 400 million listens rather, on Spotify. So, I mean, clearly they're huge, and I've heard just how influential they've been. But again, just a band, like many throughout the years, that I've just never investigated. There's been blocks. I don't know if I want to listen to it. But opening Rock and Roll Minds with the Smiths. From what album? Smith? Ha-ha! The Smiths, listening to the Smiths from The Queen is Dead from 1986. There's a light that never goes out.
Take me out tonight, where there's music and there's people and the young and the light. Driving in your car, I never want to go home, because I haven't got one anymore. Take me out tonight, because I want to see people and I want to see life. Driving in your car, oh please don't drop me home, because it's not my home, it's their home, and I'm welcome no more.
I am really waiting for the moment where I'm going to be like, oh, I heard this, because again, I grew up in the 80s and there's all sorts of things that I heard growing up there that I just never gave the time of day. But, with this many listens, I would assume I had heard at least the chorus before, so we'll find out. But again, so much music escapes me, and I've had so many people comment where how disappointing it is that of the things you don't hear in the United States. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Hence this whole thing, leaving radio and fed up with that bullshit because of just the things that are presented to you are garbage and nothing is given the time of day, at least in the United States, for the most part. But I get it.
And if a double-decker bus crashes into us, to die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. And if a 10-ton truck kills the both of us, to die by your side, well, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. Take me out tonight. Take me anywhere. Don't care, don't care, don't care. And in the darkened underpass, I thought, oh God, my chance has come at last. But then a strange fear gripped me and I just couldn't ask. Take me out tonight. Oh, take me anywhere. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Driving in your car, I never, never want to go home because I haven't got one all alone. Oh, I haven't got one. And if a double-decker bus crashes into us, to die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. And if a 10-ton truck kills the both of us, to die by your side, well, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. Oh, there is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out.
Yeah, I can tell that I'm pretty sure I've never heard this before, and I'm almost shocked that I haven't at least recognized a little bit, again, with just how many listens it has. But I wish I did, because that's one of the cool things about, like, the post-punk sound to me, that I always thought, where it kind of, it retained that attitude more or less of the punk rock vibe, the kind of fuck you in your face kind of punk rock vibe, but really turned kind of that genre on its head, the punk genre, just with way more melodic, crisp, clean playing, really fun, discernible riffs and layers with like keyboards and things, and it's a great example of this, or a great example of that with this. Kind of wish I heard it before. Yeah, I wish I heard it before. But no. Yeah, the Smiths are a road I'm going to have to take a look at going down a little bit more. And actually, I think we talked about like doing themed marathons or things like that, where it's, not like themed. I said before, when you hear a radio show do like a lunch hour request hour, hey, let's do themed, let's do songs about the rain. Fuck off. But I mean, we could do marathons with like 80s, 70s post-punk. We could do marathons with like ska punk. You know what I'm saying? We can do all sorts of shit. And I like the idea of that. Do you like the idea of that? I think I do. Sometimes I think I have good ideas. What the hell? Everything!